Namaste and welcome to a Christmas live stream. Yes, it's Christmas morning here in this part of the world, in Australia. Of course, it may not yet be Christmas in other parts of the world yet. Yeah, I'm looking at you, Brazil. But I thought whilst I'm out riding, it would be nice to spread some cheer, so to speak. I've ridden 30 kilometres this morning. And what I love about Christmas morning is it is the quietest morning of the year. Most businesses are closed. Most people are at home with their families or sleeping in or recovering from self-inflicted I'm trying to think of a way of saying too much drinking without saying it. Anyway. So it is such a quiet morning. It's peaceful. It's the one morning of the year that I look forward to being out and about in because of just how damn quiet it is. So riding along this morning, there hasn't been much traffic on the highway. Not a lot of people on the paths along the beachfront. So yes, it's pretty quiet. Anyway, enjoy the day, Erica. Enjoy the day too. Now, I'm probably going to get a little bit of breeze coming up, and I debated with myself whether or not this will be a good idea doing this on the way home. But if I ride slowly, it may be okay. So let's see how we go. So I won't make this a long one, but I just wanted to share with you the understanding that's very, very important to remember every day of our lives. And even more so at this time of the year, because this time of the year, we must acknowledge, can be very stressful for people. There are expectations that a lot of people feel they're not meeting, and it's those that have lost loved ones, family members or friends or people that they were close to, that they can no longer spend their holiday time with, their Christmas time with. It can be a very, very tricky time of year. Merry Christmas, Kathleen. So, with that in mind, I wanted to share with you the message that love always wins and how that is possible. In all the lifetimes that I've lived, in all the timelines that I've found myself on, there has been one constant. And in the odd occasion when I can actually remember my previous lives, when I get those glimpses of where I was on the timeline, I'm always reminded of the same lesson, that there is only love, and that ultimately love always wins. It may not win in the way that we think it should, but it does. Because in all of us, the important thing to remember is that we all carry the same spark, and apologies if the breeze is getting a bit much. We all carry the same spark of divinity within us. We are all worthy. It doesn't matter what our outward appearance is. It doesn't matter what our outward actions are. Our outward actions are only indications of how lost we've become in the game that we play in the material world. But underneath it all, we are always unconditionally loved, no matter what we do in our lives. The universe always loves us unconditionally, always welcomes us back to its unconditional love. And it's one of the constants that comes up for people on their deathbed that may have spent a lifetime sort of running in the opposite direction away from it, that when they're at that final moment, just before they're going to leave their body, and they're realizing that there is no way out anymore, that they can no longer play the game, this is usually when they have to concede when they have to admit that the only thing that matters is love. That's usually when even the hardest people, the people with the hardest hearts, those that have spent a lifetime ignoring unconditional love, those are the ones that often have the biggest breakthroughs and breakdowns at that point. Sadly, that's a time at which there's not a lot they can do about it because they're about to leave their body and they will have to start the process again in the next body. But it is a reminder that that is something that they experience and realise the importance of when all else is gone. So knowing that love always wins, I think it's really important that we don't waste the opportunity to follow through on this lesson, this understanding, that we actually, I'm stopped at the world's longest lights again, that we actually, we take the opportunity to tap into that long before we reach our deathbed and feel the peace that comes from knowing that we are unconditionally loved. How wonderful it is to know that the universe always has our back, that whatever mistakes we made, however evil we've been, however guilty we feel or ashamed we feel of the way that we've behaved in the past, how wonderful it is to know that the universe always understands why we did what we did, is always forgiving, is always there for us. And in the end, this is where love always wins, because we all have love within us and we are all worthy of being loved, and the only difference we see with people is some of us tap into that love easily and some of us, with our free will, choose to ignore it and spend a lifetime running from it and hanging on to the opposite of it, which is fear. But there is only one force in the universe. Kathleen says, very appropriate topic at this time of the year, Harry. Thank you, Kathleen. Thank you. There is only one force in the... Yeah. Hang on a sec, guys. Okay, go up the traffic lights. Turn right at the traffic lights. Okay. That's my good deed for the day. So there is only one force in the universe. The universe is love. That is the universe, that is the energy, the fabric of the universe is love. There is only love, or the lack of tapping into it, the lack of feeling it. But it is always there in every fibre of our being, in every particle, in every atom. The energy that everything vibrates with is the energy of love. And we can see this, we can acknowledge it, we can tap into it, and we can see when people have distanced themselves from it, and then that's when we feel a great compassion, a great empathy towards them, because we want them to feel the love that we feel. We want them to be happy and we want them to be at peace. The rain is coming again. I'm going to be riding home in the rain, which is wonderful. So remember, love always wins. You are loved always. Have a great Christmas. Live vegan and save lives. Ahimsa.